Have you ever wondered why you make the decisions you do every day? The answer may lie in the realm of cognitive biases, those little mental shortcuts that help us navigate our complex world. These biases often operate under the radar, silently steering our choices. For instance, let's consider John. He's in the supermarket, faced with a choice between a familiar brand of pasta and a generic one. The generic brand is cheaper and has the same ingredients, but without a second thought, John reaches for the familiar brand. Why? He's fallen prey to the availability heuristic, a cognitive bias that makes us favor what's familiar and easy to remember. This subconscious bias is powerful and pervasive, influencing everything from our shopping habits to our social interactions. So next time you find yourself reaching for that familiar brand, remember it might not be a conscious choice. Cognitive biases, like the availability heuristic, often guide our choices without us even realizing it. Do you sometimes find yourself doing things just because everyone else is doing them? This phenomenon is known as social influence, a powerful force that shapes our behaviors and attitudes. It's the invisible string that tugs at our decision-making, nudging us towards the crowd. Let's consider a case study. Imagine you're in a group discussion about a controversial topic. You have a strong opinion, but as the conversation unfolds, you realize you're the only one with your viewpoint. Gradually, the pressure mounts and you find yourself wavering, your firm beliefs starting to crumble under the weight of conformity. Why does this happen? Well, we are social creatures. We crave acceptance, and to achieve that, we often align our beliefs with those of our peers. This pressure to conform can be so potent that it can override our personal opinions. Social influence can shape our thoughts and actions in powerful ways, often pushing us towards conformity. Have you ever bought something you didn't really need, just because the sales pitch was so convincing? It's a scenario most of us know all too well, and it's largely due to the psychology of persuasion. This is the subtle art of convincing someone to think, feel, or behave in a certain way. Let's consider the case of Jane. She stumbled across an ad for a high-end blender. The ad was clever, highlighting the blender's sleek design and innovative features. Jane was particularly swayed by testimonials from happy customers and a celebrity endorsement. Even though she already had a perfectly functional blender, she found herself clicking the Buy Now button. This is a classic example of the psychology of persuasion at work. The ad appealed to Jane's emotions, created a sense of urgency, and used social proof to influence her buying decision. The power of persuasion is really quite remarkable. Persuasion plays a significant role in our consumer behaviors, often leading us to make purchases we might not have otherwise considered. So, why do we do what we do? In this journey, we've unraveled the fascinating aspects of human behavior. We've seen how cognitive biases can color our judgment, how social influence shapes our actions, and how the powerful tool of persuasion can sway our decisions. These aren't just abstract concepts, but real forces that drive our everyday lives. Understanding these psychological concepts can help us make more informed decisions and better understand our actions and those of others around us.